Now, right now, a pastor is speaking to set the tone for this memorial. It's being called Remembrance and Resolve. That will be followed by a moment of silence to remember those victims, Steve Forsyth and Cindy Yuille. And then that will be followed by family members of those two victims speaking in honor of their loved ones who are gone too soon. Now, Cindy Yuille's family has been working hard, so hard, since that shooting to strengthen the gun laws in this country. You know, few have been more affected than their family and other families who lost their loved ones that day. And Tim Becker sat down with them recently and spoke with them about what they're doing.
She picked me up from work one day and we were wearing the same outfit.
The memories.
She loved hiking and skiing.
Still so fresh.
She was normal lady, perfect wife.
Cindy Yuille's husband, Robert, and her daughter, Jenna, loved the same woman, loved how she lived life.
Cooking from scratch.
You know, doing organics before they were popular. But yeah, she sewed everything, baked everything, homemade.
But all those things went away when they lost a mother and a wife.
There are no rules for widows with wedding rings. I looked it up. Didn't know how to behave. But yeah, gotta move on. So it'll come off. It'll come off pretty soon.
Who was shot?
I don't know. I'm hiding underneath it. I'm hiding underneath the register.
I mean, yeah, personally, when something like this happens, it changes you as a person.
A random act committed by one man has redirected Robert's and Jenna's lives, their collective mission and cause forever.
You start thinking about how the situation at Clackamas could have been prevented, and then you just kind of start putting things together, like, you know, there needs to be some changes.
This is only the beginning in pushing for reform.
Once strangers to politics, Jenna and Robert are now immersed in advocating for stricter gun laws, hoping to appeal to both sides of the debate.
We're trying, yeah.
That's our attempt. That's our goal.
Or at least to start a discussion.
Okay.
Right. I mean, we're not going to get anywhere otherwise. There are smart, reasonable ways to reduce gun violence that are supported by most Oregonians and most Americans.
They now speak out for what they call the silent majority.
Everybody has a right to have a gun in America. That's just that's our society, that's how we live. And we're not going to change that. But we certainly need to make people responsible for their guns if they're going to have them.
What we've said all along is that this isn't about taking anyone's guns away. It's about being responsible with your gun.
Jenna's Twitter and Facebook pages reflect her passion for change, a passion Robert shares, along with the frustration they will both feel until lawmakers hear their message and finally take action.
And once again, people are just so polarized that they just can't get together and talk about things. So that's a little bit disappointing for us.
They didn't do anything. I mean, nothing changed, realistically. There has been no change. It's completely unacceptable considering what happened here in our community.
What happened affected us all. Just some, like Jenna and Robert, more than others. In Portland, Tim Becker, KOIN 6 News.
And Jenna and Robert are forming a new organization called Gun Owners for Responsible Ownership. They say if people feel the same as them, they really need to contact their legislators and make their voices heard.